Hey guys, DT here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new episode of Boom Beach. Today we're taking a look at the heroes. So let's get into the hero hut and check out the first hero of the day. So the first hero is Sgt Brick. She has 3 abilities and I'm going to show them off in the order in which I personally prefer them. But now let's talk about what each one of them actually does. So the first ability is the Cluster Grenade, and I'm here on the developer's build, so mine are going to be a bit of a higher level. Cluster Grenade basically throws a grenade, and then when it explodes, it releases the shrapnel, and that shrapnel damages everything nearby. Now, the second ability, and my favorite ability, is the Iron Will. This basically is a shield, and apparently just telling troops not to die actually works. Now, the third ability, and my second favorite, is the Battle Orders. So Battle Orders is kind of just Sgt Brick yelling at the troops, and it basically increases their speed and also the attack bonus. So this kind of is like the speed serum that we used to experience during the Mega Crab. And these here are the 3 abilities. Iron Will is my favorite, and on the bottom you will actually see the hero tokens, which is what you use to then upgrade your hero abilities. So what I did during this recording is basically I paired up Sgt Brick with various troops, and I'm gonna start this off with showing off the Iron Will, which is the shield, my favorite ability at the moment, and I'm going to show it off with the combination of Scorchers and Grenadiers. Scorchers are really OP. Grenadiers kind of back them up from further behind, while Scorchers are soaking up all the damage from all the defense buildings, right? And so I thought I'm gonna show this off with also the shield and see how it operates and whether or not it can extend the longevity of the Scorchers and you don't end up losing any of the troops. Now, throughout this video, I'm also going to be talking about the do's and the don'ts of how to use your hero with your troops, and not just certain troop combos, but just overall. So Sgt Brick has a moderate speed and she's got pretty decent amount of health. So at level 21, she's at about 4,600 health, right? So when you're pairing up your hero with your troops, just keep in mind that her speed is moderate. So therefore, do not release her, do not deploy her before you deploy your troops if your troops are slow. So if you deploy in Zukas, if you deploy in your tanks, you really shouldn't deploy your hero ahead of them, because once the hero is out, you're not going to be able to regen them. So there is no like a revival function, right? Once the hero is taken out by the defense buildings, that is it. You don't have her for the rest of the battle, and that's not obviously something you want to do, because you have the hero for one reason and one reason only: to help you advance through the battle and get through it much quicker. So now here I'm pairing up Sgt Brick with the Johnstons. We all know Johnstons are super awesome. You swarm the beach, you have them, take down everything in their way. One of the things, however, though, is Johnstons are also pretty easy to take out, especially if your opponent is using rocket launchers and has ice boosted on their bases. So right over here, I'm going to deploy my Johnstons, and I'm going to also throw the Sgt Brick right after them. And now I'm going to activate the shield, right? And you can kind of see that radius of the shield is really quite wonderful, right? It's not too little, so it's really decent size, right? I actually did not count it in terms of the how many squares it covers. I'll count it and I'll put that in the comment below. But what I want to mention is that your troops will only be covered if they are blinking blue within that radius. So you want to make sure to use your flare properly and flare the troops together so they can get covered by Sgt Brick's shield, and Iron Will can actually help them stay protected. Now, all of the hero abilities will cost you additional GBE, and just like everything else in Boom Beach, when you use your GBE, the more you use it, the more expensive it becomes. So plan your shield drops accordingly, because you want to activate it when it's most needed, when you are within the range of those defense buildings. Now let's take a look at the Battle Orders. Battle Orders is my second favorite ability of Sgt Brick, and like I said, this reminds me very much of the mechanics of the speed serum that we got to experience during Mega Crab events, right? So this basically helps you to increase the speed of your troops and also increases their damage. Now that is really super duper wonderful. We're gonna take a look at how this works, and just like with the shield as well, you will see that radius, kind of blinking in red as opposed to blue, which is the shield, red for the battle orders. And as long as your troops are within that radius and they're blinking in red, that's how you know that they're actually affected by battle orders, and both their speed is increased and also their damage per second is increased. Now, depending on the level of your hero and depending on the hero abilities, that is going to the battle orders will have different duration, speed, and damage bonus. So right now I'm at level 5. The duration is 8 seconds, speed bonus is 50%, and damage bonus is 25%. So that is really quite awesome. If you already have statues on your base and you are increasing the health of your troops and of course increasing the damage from the troops, and then you also throw and pair it in with the Sgt Brick, this is going to give you an amazing advantage in the battle. Now let's take a look at one more thing here and talk about what you should know about Sgt Brick. So I mentioned that you really should consider the differences in the speed of Sgt Brick. I don't know why I was going for Doctor. I guess I was thinking of Dr. T, of Sgt Brick and the troops that you're pairing her with. Because if you're going to deploy her before you deploy your troops, she's definitely going to be taken out by the defenses nearby. So now let's take a look at this attack over here. We're gonna drop our troops on the shore and then activate the battle orders of Sgt Brick. As I mentioned, you want to make sure that Sgt Brick is as close to your troops as possible, because the troops will only listen if she's within the hearing radius of the troops. Let's put it that way, right? So right over here, my troops are blinking red. That's how we know that my tanks are now moving faster and their DPS is even grander than it was before. So I'm gonna use my GBE and activate the battle orders once more, and we're gonna get through this attack in absolutely 0 time. So now let's take a look at some of the don'ts. So do's: have your hero as close to your troops as possible when you're using the abilities that require the proximity to the troops in order to activate the troops. Now don'ts: do not deploy your hero before you deploy the troops if they have a different movement speed. So Sgt Brick is the moderate movement speed, right? My tanks are slow. So right over here, they were hit up by the shock launcher, and now all of a sudden she's ahead of them. Now, once Sgt Brick is taken out by any of the defenses, she is not going to be revived. You cannot bring her back with the help of medics, and the medics will continue to tend to their patients, which are the troops. Now, heroes are not affected by the medics. As you can see, she's just gonna sit there with, stars above her head. Now, you can still finish the attack super successfully, but you're not going to have your hero ability, and I'm assuming that you really would love to have that hero ability. Now let's take a look at whether or not Sgt Brick battle orders actually affects the critters, and it appears that it does. It also seems to give critters the shield. So over here you will see that as long as they're covered by that shield, it seems to be affecting the critters as well. And I was just playing around with various combinations and various things just to kind of figure out everything there is to know about Sgt Brick. Now, after this, we're going to jump into War Factory. War Factory is personally one of my favorite events in Boom Beach, and I feel that pairing your troops with the hero will give you an unbelievable advantage. Now, this here is War Factory level 45. Probably totally a baby level for most of the people that are watching this video right now, but I was on the developer's build and 45 was what was on my map, so I decided to go for it, guys. Now over here I'm pairing my troops with the Iron Will, and Iron Will, as I said, is the shield, right? So as you can see, Iron Will gives a bit of an advantage when trying to protect your tanks, particularly from the Doom Cannon. However, Doom Cannon is still so OP that do not rely on the ability of your hero and the Iron Will to cover you up and save you from the Doom Cannon. So you want to flare them away as far as possible from the reach of that monstrosity, because we all know it's super OP and it definitely takes out your troops faster than you want to. So I was able to take down War Factory here in just one attempt, and so I feel that this is going to help out a lot of the players. But from everything you've seen in this video, let me know in comments below which one of these abilities is your favorite. And now once the update is out and you try it out on your own device, let me know in comments below which one you think you'll be using most often in your daily Boom Beach adventures. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do stick around for more information. There'll be additional sneak peek video in just a little bit. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, DT is out.